We appreciate your time in the middle of CES, but we got something very special to announce today. And this is all about what we're doing with Beats by Dr. Dre. Just a short story of how Beats by Dr. Dre got started. This is an endeavor to bring better music to all the young kids who are listening on iPods, on little white earbuds, who never really get to hear what the artists and the recorders, producers here in the studio. And that's how Beats Studio was born, the ones that are over years. But it took off way beyond that because it also became a fashion statement. You know, many of you, have seen people who wear the Beats just to look good. You wouldn't wear a Bose to look good, would you? No. But look at great product. Quiet comfort. If you want to go to sleep, put those on. But if you want to look cool and you want to get great sound, Beat Studio is how we designed that. And with the help of Dr. Dre, one of the great icons of this industry, and Jimmy Iovine from Interscope Music, we've done something really special in terms of marketing with Beats and also with the help of all of you. So we're going to unveil 3 new products here at the show, and you're going to be the first to see that. But before I do that, I want to bring up my partner in crime, Mr. Jimmy Iovine, please. There you go, Jimmy. All right, thank you.
What am I doing?
Well, you're just doing your thing.
Okay, which product are we talking about?
Well, we're going to do...
I drank too many Diddy lemonades.
You know what? Don't worry about it. You and I are just going to pull the sheet off. Do you want to do straight?
What's that? Dre's
Okay, if it's not here, that's cool.
Okay. I think Dre is here. Is Dre here yet?
No, he's on his way up.
He's on his way up the elevator. Anyway, I think I built my speed up here. Why we did this in the first place is because there is a real serious problem in our industry right now. There's 2 problems. One of the problems is piracy, and the other problem is this mic is intermittent. So, I like that. I was an engineer. I know the word intermittent. And the other one is that the digital revolution and what went terribly wrong. Digital revolution has destroyed the sound and the emotion of music. Guys like Dr. Dre and Diddy and Kanye West and U2 and Brian Eno go in the studio and spend hours and hours making music and making records. And what happened with digital music is the first thing we do is we dumb it down for CD. But it's acceptable to us for CD. The quality's pretty good. Then you take that and you run it through your average computer, like a Dell computer or a Sony computer. And they spend about 50 cents on the sound. It's the ass end of the computer. So you take this incredible music and you play it through a computer and it wipes it out. Then you rip it to an MP3 and you play it through a bud that you buy through like an iPod or something like that costs 15 cents. And there's no way to get the emotion out. So what we've done is, like I got approached by the Grammys recently, and I think this is an interesting story. Sincere doesn't think it's an interesting story, but I think it's an interesting story. And what we've done is, what's happening now is young people are losing their hearing very, very rapidly, more than ever, because what they're doing is they're turning up the sound of the buds. Because they're used to hearing music in their cars or on their stereos where it's louder and you feel the emotion. In the buds, it's impossible, so what they do is the only weapon they have to fight that is to turn it up. Well, there's a fact that right now young kids are losing their hearing at a very, very rapid pace because 10 million of those crappy buds are put in the market every 2-3 months. So what we've done here is we've made headphones and we've made buds where you can listen to at a normal level and get the excitement and the emotion that's created in the recording studio, which is very, very important. It's very important to the music industry, it's very important to the musicians, and the producers, and it's ultimately important to the audience and the consumer, but they're just really not aware of it. So what we're on is a campaign to educate and get sound, because sound really matters. That's what we feel, that's what Noel and I and Dre really connected, and that's where we're at. We want to, Dre's here, great. Hey Dre.
Yeah! That's great.
spend a lot of my time talking with people into waiting for Dr. Dre. Hello, Dr. Dre.
What's up?
Come on up here, man.
I'm walking up.
Anyway, this is my incredible partner and friend for 20 years.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I was just...
How y'all doing?
So Dre was just explaining, like, you know, why we did this in the first place, you know, because, you know, the music you make, Dre is the #1 guy in sound in the entire world. Every producer knows it, every musician knows it, every rock musician knows it, every hip-hop engineer and producer knows it. So we're very fortunate to be able to go and take our first steps in correcting sound in the digital, quote, revolution. So anyway, Dre, you might want to say how you feel about these headphones and why we did it.
I mean, the sound is just like absolutely important to me, especially people hearing it the way I want it to be presented. You know what I mean? I spend like years, sometimes, well,
Decades.
yeah, I spend a lot of time in the studio trying to perfect the sound and get it right. And I think it should be heard the way that it's supposed to be heard. That's all it is to it. And
Okay.
Amen.
So we are going to unveil the next project after Beats Studio and after solos. And we're going to go over here and we're going to pull this drape off together. Okay, come on, Dre, come on up. Come on.
So these are the spins.
No, not yet, not yet. We're gonna do this one.
oh God, I gotta get caught up in shit.
Okay, so how about counting to 3, folks? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So
Baby Red.
these are the beats, solo HD. Everybody know what HD means? High definition. So we're listening in high definition, folks. It is gloss black instead of the matte black for the solos that we came out with at the end of last year. So you have it here in gloss black, gloss white, and what we introduced with Lady Gaga earlier this afternoon, the solo red. So we're supporting the AIDS effort in Africa. And
This is Bono's organization, Project Red, that is make awareness and also funds the fight against AIDS in Africa. And it's an incredible organization he has, and for them to ask Beats to be involved, along with Apple and Nike and the Gap and gigantic companies like Dell, is an extraordinary thing for us. I'm not sure if Dell was actually involved, but Apple and that's the Diddy punch that I was drinking. But you know, there are incredible companies involved. For them to ask Beats is like, we almost like, well, what are you talking about? But Bono and Gaga got together, and she's going to design an entire line of heartbeats for Project Red. But,
so let's give a hand if you like the way these things are. And we're going to hear the way they sound. Think about the way things, the way they look. All these products were designed for Mr. Robert Bruner, who's hiding in the back there. Hold your hand up, Robert.
all right, Robert.
Oh, yeah. All right, come on over here, Dre. And Jimmy, you want to get behind this one?
I'm just reading my Blackberry.
All right. All right, we'll Dre that as it is. Now, people have asked, you know, what happens after the Beat Studio?
What was my favorite thing, though? I do want to be involved in this.
Oh, okay, that's cool. You and I have been working on this for a long
I've been
time.
waiting for this for 2 years now, actually.
So, you know, the DJ culture is exploding. And, you know, with Dre doing the studios, we want to hear it like it is in a recording studio. We will also want to design a product so you hear it like it is in the clubs. Because all the young people, you know, I want to hear it like I hear it when I go to the club. I also want to, you know, not always have noise canceling. I don't want to replace the batteries. But we wanted to provide something that was truly professional, that not only professional DJs could use, but anybody in a recording studio can use it. Anybody who's aspiring to hear the same sound that a DJ hears when they're mixing, and also the sound when recording engineers.
Like, for example, if you're living on GarageBand, these are the headphones for you.
Okay.
If you're mixing in a nightclub, these are the headphones for you.
All right, so Jimmy, you and Dre should listen in.
Oh, I do not
Okay.